Hey, what's up everybody? Today I am doing a video on the Black Label Mantis handguard for your Desert Tech MDRX or MDR, fits both. Main reason I'm doing the video is because, as you know, if you're looking into one of these, they're about $500, pretty hefty price tag. So I'm just trying to alleviate some of that stress, tell you a little bit about it, show you what it's all about. Long story short, it is definitely worth the buy. All right, so first things first, when this thing shows up at your door, it just comes in like a plain white box, just about the size of the handguard. But when you open the box, it's sitting in two nice pieces of foam, holds it, makes sure it's not gonna bounce around on the trip over. But really, when you pick this thing up, it feels so nice. You're thinking to yourself, this is a pretty nice handguard. It's so much sturdier than the plastic one that comes with the gun. Overall, just feels so much better. Big upgrade, just being metal versus plastic. But what really matters is when you go to actually extend the legs, clicks out just so nicely, locks into place, no wiggle room whatsoever. Then you can just depress this button here, locks back in, super nice, held in by a magnet, so you don't got to worry about them flipping out when you're running around or whatever you're doing, but just feels super nice. On top of that, when you click this out, there's a button back here that you can depress, locks individual different positions. The clicks are really nice. They lock up very well. Carbon fiber leg down here, and then on the base there's a really nice rugged piece of rubber that's just, it feels really good. You know, it's not going to get ripped up, but overall feels super nice coming out the box, guys. Additionally, on the top here there is a wheel to tighten your cant for if you're tipping your rifle back and forth. That's really nice too. You can make it tighter or looser. And to give you guys a closer look here, I'll bring it up to the camera. As you can see, it is just a really nice, really clean, sexy looking piece of hardware. Lastly, as you can see, I have a foregrip on here. Normally you would have to stick your bipod here. It'd be big, bulky, sticking out past the end of your muzzle, and then you wouldn't be able to properly grip your rifle. So nice that I can pull out a bipod and have a grip if I want to use it. They do say you should not grip the rifle over here. Be very careful when the legs are out, because if you stick your hands in there and touch the barrel, you're gonna burn your fingers pretty good. So guys, if I did have one complaint about it, it would be the opening size at the end of the handguard. I understand where it's coming from because this is where everything happens. You have the ability to cant, flip your legs out down here. That all happens at the end of the handguard, but it does make it a very thin opening. So if you're running a bigger muzzle device to put like a suppressor on, or if you just have a bigger muzzle device, you might have to take it off in order to pull your handguard off and service the gun. I got to thinking about it. I don't think it's that big of a deal for the MDRX because it's already sort of a pain to take this thing apart when you're going to clean it. So what's a little extra work to just take off your muzzle device? All right, so on to the fun stuff. Right off the bat, when you actually get on the bipod, you feel that it is very sturdy, like a bipod should be. But when you get down on it, you have the ability to, if you're on the ground and you're not on a swivel chair, you can get back and forth, sort of get into position, push forward a little bit, come back a little bit if you need to. But I like to lean into her, take the shot, and then if you're not on a swivel chair again and you're on the ground, you do have a little bit of an ability to go back and forth, left and right, so you can transition targets very quickly and very nicely. So next, now, because I'm on a downhill slope, if I turn like this, I'm no longer level. So I can get on the gun, twist it, get it level how I want it with that cant, left and right. Lots of room to cant, depending on the terrain you're at. And make the shot you need to make. So overall, guys, I am very happy with this purchase. I think it is fantastic to have the ability to have a handguard that literally folds up into itself just like that. You have full usability of the handguard. You don't have a big bulky thing sticking out adding a bunch of extra weight. Yes, this is a whole pound for the handguard, but the usability is completely worth it. And it does, because as you know, if you have an MDRX, there's a lot of weight in the back. It does help balance forward of the gun and make the gun more balanced. And additionally, you can run stuff like a foregrip. I mean, it really makes the usability of the gun so much nicer. Very happy with this purchase. If I had another MDRX, I would definitely be getting another Black Label Mantis handguard. So another thing to keep in mind, guys, when you're shooting and prone on the actual ground, you tend to extend the legs more than you wouldn't extend the legs because the pistol grip is going to touch the ground, or your mag is going to touch the ground when they're not extended. But it's nice that you can have that shorter length as well if you're shooting downhill in any scenario, because then you can sort of get that higher angle. And we'll just take a couple shots of 450 yards with the 223. So to wrap this video up, I did make a few shots out at 450 yards just to prove that using this bipod makes sense and you can actually hit shots like that. But it's just awesome to me that you can use this compact gun for sort of close quarter shooting, doing whatever you want to do. But then if you want to make a shot way down range, at a flip of a switch, boom, just like that, you can make a 450 yard shot. Awesome in my opinion. I did, on the other hand, want to mention one more thing. I saw a complaint online. This guy said he didn't like that when you extend the legs and you cant them, that you can't put them back into where they go. I didn't think about that before I bought it. It really wasn't an issue to me because, in my opinion, you know, there's only 2 spots for it. You just line it up center as best you can, and then they slap right back in. So not that big of a deal, but, you know, I get it where he's coming from. $500 piece of hardware, you want it to be perfect, but in my opinion, it's pretty damn perfect. So anyways, guys, hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, feel free to subscribe, leave any questions in the comments, and I will see you on the next one.